speed limit. And here's the variation in the pit lane entry now, much cleaner and neater.
So 10th position belongs to Greg Murphy at the moment. Those below him have around about 6 odd minutes to push themselves into the top 10. I haven't messed about. Craig Lowndes has only been in there for a matter of seconds, but boy, are they searching for answers. He's down there in 18th position. 5 minutes, well, 6 minutes to go in leg 2.
We'll get the boys onto this now. Was that set number 3 going on that car? Because if that was set 3 and he does make into the top 10, he's a goner then in the third leg of qualifying. It looked awfully like it to me, because I'm assuming that he's had a run on the set 2 tyres, but maybe not. Maybe he was just verifying the behaviour of the car on the tyres he'd used in the first leg.
Yeah, I've just had a chat to Campbell Little, Lowndes' engineer. That was the second set. He's on his second set of fresh tyres.
Well, that's a very important clarification, because what he was doing then was running around on the set that he used in leg 1 to try and verify the behaviour of the car, and then put the smart set on, having made some changes. Stephen Richards is down in 14th. We saw how wild that car looked early, but look, the green boxes are telling us he looks better now on this run.
Been an interesting play by Lowndes and Triple Eight there. Had he gone the set as Stephen Richards goes up into 5th, had he gone that third set, he said better to be a goner in the top 10. He'll be struggling in the mid-pack, given what's at stake.
Always better to be in the top 10, so that's why they do it. This is Lee Holdsworth firing off at turn 2. And pops out the other side. Gravel's not too bad to transit when the car's straight. Of course, when it's sideways, it'll grab it. And he's just understeered wide, pinched the brake down there. He was very strong yesterday. Ended up in 5th.
A few changes going on down in the Toll HSV garage too with Garth Tander's car. No massive panic at the moment. They just pulled the radiator blanking out again at the front air dam, like we spoke about earlier with Russell Ingall's car. Just adjusting the amount of gaffer tape on there to reduce the air, maybe searching for a little bit more light.
Brand new tyres here on Jamie's car. He's half a second down on the Jason Richards target time of a 34.2. It's good speed for the Rockstar Tasman Motorsport entry. They're a coming team, Tasman Motorsport. They've invested in more facilities in Melbourne, being run by Jeff Gregg. Our Kiwi viewers no doubt have got their fingers crossed for both Greg and for Jason, and 2008 looks like it could be a very strong season for that Holden outfit. Murph's down in 11th at the moment.
Behind him is Will Davison and Mark Scaife. Jason Bright. 15th belongs to Shane Price. Max Wilson, Shane Van Gisbergen 17th. Craig Lowndes still 18th. Paul Morris and Cam McConville.
Now this is a very important shot, because it tells us about the car behaviour, and the wheel work and whatever Jamie's doing is translated back through what you see going on with the pedals and with his hands. Remember, motor racing's as much a foot skill as it is a hand skill. This is interesting. He went back to second gear there for turn 5. Some blokes choose not to do that because it makes a lot of wheel spin at Siberia. This is the run to Hayshed, 5th. Came out of the throttle a little. Not a lot of wheel work there. The high-speed balance of the car is good. Lukey Heights. This is where Rick had that little blue just before. Back to second for turn 8, 70 Ks. Watch him short shift here. Grabs third early. That's turn 9. 4th. And left foot braking, driving it go-kart style there. You see there that what he's doing, you know, we know that he's got an open wheel background. As he came into turn 10, his left foot was just over the brake pedal, and he just basically drove it as a 2-pedal car through there.
Guys, this battle is really on. Stephen Richards has just come in and fitted his 3rd set of green tyres, so he's going for it.
Richards on a 34.2, and it's a 0.07 margin back to this, or what was the other bloke. Whincup now, Craig Lowndes trying to dig his way out of a tough situation. He's already leapt up to 6th. Garth Tander studying data. And Winterbottom on good sector splits at the moment. So Lowndes is out of jail, and so that was an important lap. Courtney, he's on the bubble in 11th at the moment. Those that are likely to get dropped off here at the moment include, looking from the bottom up, McConville, Wilson, Price, Morris, Van Gisbergen. Ooh, nasty lock up there. The front left for James Courtney over at Lukey Heights. It's the top 10 so far on the leaderboard.
Takes us down to Stephen Richards, so Lee Holdsworth right on the bubble. Interesting how Tander's there in 8th. There's only 2-3 tenths of a second difference between 8th and 11th.
So Tander obviously felt that there was no point going back out trying to get through on what he's got. And but gee, he was right down in a vulnerable area, isn't he? Look how many seconds we've got to run in this segment. The order at the moment: Jason Richards, Jamie Whincup, Mark Winterbottom, Todd Kelly, Rick Kelly, Craig Lowndes. All the contenders are in the 10, and there's the list on screen. Lee Holdsworth heading that group.
This is James Courtney's last crack at it. He went across the control line with 20-odd seconds to go. You can see the chop up the top of the screen on Bass Straight. Shows you they've got a big tailwind as they come in here to turn 4. Pole position in Adelaide for James Courtney. What a shocker of a trip down to Tasmania, but rebounded with an 8th and a 6th in races 2 and 3. Jason Bright, 11th.
Will Davison's done a good job to jump up into the 10 here after yesterday's difficult run. Jason Bright was looking forward to a good run this weekend as well. He felt yesterday that his car was quite well balanced. He had pretty good tyre conditions, so he got a good sample of what he was dealing with for today. Hasn't he had a tough run?
So Jason Richards locks himself into the top 10. The contenders are there. Jamie Whincup's there. Rick Kelly's there. Craig Lowndes makes it in. And Garth Tander will safely be in as well. These guys will be battling from the midfield when race 1 gets underway, but we've still got a top 10 to go, and we'll decide our pole winner overall for 2007.
It is empty, the exit is now open.
Such an important 15-minute session, especially given that the 4 title contenders are all inside the top 10. Garth Tander is there. There's Mark Scaife, Jason Richards. We've got Craig Lowndes and Jamie Whincup. Will Davison makes the grade. So does Russell Ingall. Rick Kelly as well, and Mark Winterbottom.
Matthew could not have written the script any better as we head into the last leg of the last round for the pole overall. Jamie Whincup, Craig Lowndes, Rick Kelly, Garth Tander all have a set of green tyres left to play with in the garage.
Very smart play by Garth Tander. We knew that he was gambling against the clock, but he was comfortable with his time and obviously comfortable with the bank, and it will surely pay off if he gets it all right, because he's got the rubber.
Yeah, my understanding is that he should have 2 green sets, so he's probably left the pit lane on a green set of tyres now. This is what he did in Tasmania, and that then affords him a chance to have a soak in that, try it, adjust if required, and then put another set on. I don't know too many race drivers that, as you continue to feed them new tyres in a very narrow moment of time, don't continue to get quicker and quicker. This is a very, very important qualifying session now. Jason Richards has gone into it as the fastest man. Jamie Whincup, the best placed championship contender. Perhaps Tander best placed strategically if he's kept these 2 tyre sets back. He's certainly having a big go in his outlap.
Flying down Gardner Straight.
Commences a very important lap. Big commitment here into turn 1, past the little white line that triggers your braking reference. Trying to carry as much speed as possible, about 200 odd Ks through turn 1. turn 2. And he'll get an instant sense through the long left-hander there of how much the car is accepting the big heavy loads. He'll want to be absolutely 100% flat here through 3.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Neil. Rick Kelly's engineer, as Eric Pender said, look, we'll make some changes, send you out on your leg 2 tyres, and if the change works, then we'll put you on your final set of greens. Just to confirm, all those guys, Jamie Whincup, Craig Lowndes, Rick Kelly and Garth Tander, are all on their qualifying leg 2 tyres. Each of those teams only have 1 set of greens to run.
It's just a fearless lap from Tander.
Scaife's actually done the fastest split by 5/10,000ths of a second over Tander at the moment. So these two are on target on the current figures to go to the top of the chart on this lap. It'll be between Tander and Scaife. Now at the second split, Tander's got the ascendancy. 1 minute 8.14. Winterbottom's got a very fast split to the first sector. Last corner here for Garth Tander. Will this put him to the top of the chart and set the tone for his weekend?
He was right on it from the word go. That is a 134.666. There's the challenge for pole position.
And here comes Scaife, the start-finish straight as well. So we'll get an indication of what his pace is in that brand new car. Coming to the line. And Scaife's done a 34.9, so he lost a bit of time in the second and third sectors, in particular the third sector. Jason Richards quick, so Tander, Jason Richards, Jamie Whincup, Rick Kelly, as we watch the 2 green boxes on Mark Winterbottom's car. He's done a 1 minute 8.13 to the second sector.
7/1000ths of a second outside Tander's.
We nearly dropped the right rear off the edge of the ripple strip there.
He went so wide around the final turn now. Ford Performance Racing, the young gun is fighting for the overall pole position award of 2007. He responds with a 34.5.
Fastest time yesterday was a 30.
I'll give it a good cool off. Okay, mate, that's good work. That put you into P1.
Clinton Wilson, his engineer, 33.9 yesterday for Mark Winterbottom. So